So in this video, we are going to add some wind animation to our foliage via a very simple grass wind effect on our texture. So let's open the content drawer and we'll double click on the material that contains the foliage. This is my material graph, and what we're going to be affecting is the world position offset. So all we have to do is draw out of this channel here, and it prompts us to place a new node. When I let go, I'll be prompted with this menu, and we can just type in grass, and we're going to click on simple grass wind. So I get this new node here that has 4 different channel options: the wind intensity, wind weight, wind speed, and additional world position offset here. And I'm getting an error because we haven't plugged in any values yet. So let's plug in some values. Instead of dragging out this time, I'm just going to right click, or I can hit tab on the keyboard to pull up that menu again. And I'm going to type in constant because I'm looking for just a constant variable. And then before I start plugging this in, I'm going to duplicate it. We'll do 4 of them. I don't usually use the speed option. It's definitely a more stylized effect, but I'll make a constant value so we can see what it does. So then I'll plug these in, and nothing's happening because we don't have any values assigned here. They're all set to 0. So let's just give it a number, and we'll give a number to the weight as well so that it actually has a weight to it and will start moving. So this is a bit intense for our purposes, but let's just hit apply. And we can see here that we get this pretty intense moving tree. So from this point, it's really just changing the values and figuring out what works best for your scene. So I'm going to put in zero point 0.2 and maybe even just 0.15 here, and I'll hit apply. Yeah, so that's really subtle. And I think subtlety is going to work better here in my case because I do have like these branches. It's not just like leaves itself, and the branches aren't going to move in the same way that like just leaves or grass would. So deciding what works best for you and your specific foliage. There are other videos on YouTube that address more like directional wind effects, because this was, if you noticed, a bit swirly in its effect. So it might not be what you're looking for exactly. So again, just playing with those values, and then when you hit apply, you'll be able to see that updated in your scene. And then let's talk about wind speed. If I were to give this a value, my texture is going to stop because this value is set at 0. But if I let's type in 1, it starts moving. I can type in 5, right? And it starts shaking, almost like it's scared. So you're welcome to use this node if you want. But I know that it's not necessary to get the effect that you might want. So I'm actually just going to delete this, and I might just do something like this. Hit apply and save. So I have a nice subtle wind movement on my leaves here.